In case you didn't know that down is up is down, left is right, right is left, forward is backward, and backward is forward. In case you didn't know that, you didn't get the memo, allow me to give it to you. Terrible news, stock markets rally. No news, stock market rallies. Good news, of course, stock market rallies. So now it's become, and I don't know if I've seen this yet, and of all retail stores, Macy's, quick look surprised when I tell you this, from Zero Hedge, I'm reading this. Macy's jumps, the stock, share price. Macy's jumps 10% after sales, earnings decline, and will also close 100 full line stores. Guys, I'm shuttering 100 of our stores. I think that's around 15% of what they own. Sales, earnings decline. That's Big 10-4. There's my press release. Have a nice day. Up. Your share prices. Markets rally. Markets rally specifically for Macy's shares. Wouldn't it be nice to be one of the club? Wouldn't it be nice where you can have something that's failing and the stock price goes up? Is that the club's way of saying to the Macy's owners, the club's buddies, cash out of all your Macy's shares as soon as possible. We're going to let this jump up 10% today on horrible news. Go ahead and get out of there while you can, while the price is still high. Because in the near future, we're going to be nailing the markets down, and Macy's and everything else is going to come along with it. So you're a club member. You got the memo. Here's the memo. Get out of those shares right now while you can. We're going to bump it up for you 10%. This, again, if I didn't know I was on Zero Hedge right now, I would be certain that I was reading an Onion article or an actual watching it live somehow. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding. Nothing says panic buy a retail stock like the shuttering of 100 stores. I missed it. It's 14%. I thought it was 15. 14% of their stores. But this is what Macy's is doing. Having beaten expectations on the top and bottom line in reaffirming the year's forecast, we do note that the drop from last year in earnings and revenues is actually drastic, to say the least. Macy's continues to explore asset sales, but the closure of 100 of its 728 stores, with the loss of $1 billion in revenues, seems like an odd reaction to what CEO Terry Lundgren has blamed on, quote, get ready for it, you've heard this one before when the markets were tanking, abnormal weather patterns. We have had some abnormal weather patterns now, but every other time you bozos used it because your stocks were failing and everything else, what can we say? Can't say that. Can't say that. Can't tell them the truth, that's for sure. What's left? I got a brilliant idea. Yeah, Jay Snip in the back. Blame it on the rain. Yeah. Blame it on the stars that did shine the night. But whatever you do, don't put the blame on Jews. Use. During the fiscal second quarter, Macy's comparable sales fell 2%, aided by the closing of 41 underperforming stores. Retail metrics had been forecasting a 4.4% decline in comparable sales. Quote, a number of factors worked in our favor in the second quarter, including a normalized weather pattern, which contributed to a sales lift in our apparel business in particular, CEO Terry Lundgren said. We also saw a smaller decrease in tourist spending during prime summer travel months, supported by a strengthened promotional events designed to increase customer traffic and conversion. Macy's is recreating its physical store footprint. This was from the report. Macy's is recreating its physical store footprint to capitalize on Macy's unique competitive advantage of operating in the most attractive retailing locations in America, while still maintaining a significant bricks and mortar presence in 49 of the top 50 U.S. markets. Macy's will operate fewer stores and concentrate its financial resources and talent on our better performing locations to elevate their status as preferred shopping destinations. Stores will remain critical customer touch points for Macy's, along with online shopping and mobile apps, as omnichannel retailing continues to evolve. As part of this strategy, the company intends to close approximately 100 Macy's full-line stores out of a current total of 728, including 675 full-line locations. Most of these stores will close early in 2017, with the balance closing as leases and certain operating covenants expire or are amended or waived. Leasing and certain operating covenants expire or are amended or waived. How do you waive? You have a contract signed for 3 more years of rental space. We've got an agreement here. You're renting this from us. This is a lease agreement. Can we just waive that? I'm part of the club. Oh, you are? I didn't know that. Yeah, no problem. Take care, buddy. In a number of cases, stores will be closed as the value of the real estate exceeds their value to Macy's as a retail store. Now, that's one piece of truth. That is one for sure piece of truth. Let me read that one again. The locations, in a number of cases, stores will be closed as the value of real estate exceeds their their value to Macy's as a retail store. So to us, these extremely high prices you're charging us, not going to happen anymore. We're going to leave. Isn't this amazing how the Webbot said this? And I've got another Webbot hit for you after this video. It was just talking about summertime, and there's going to be places that report freezing temperatures, snow time, winter time, if you will, temperatures, unbefore-seen type stuff. Got one for you. And yes, the Webbot called it in advance. That will be after this video. Customers nearly everywhere. This is I'm not sure who Gannett is, but customers nearly everywhere in America will have easy access to Macy's stores with the additional convenience and increased functionality of our dynamic digital offering. Oh, I need a new shirt, some pants, some shorts. I just ordered online. How are you going to make sure they fit? It's different stuff there. How are you going to know for sure it fits you? Well, I've got this new virtual reality headset, HTC Vive. It's really for games and stuff, but I was thinking maybe with their dynamic digital offering, it sounds cool. Maybe I can tap in with my virtual reality headset and put on a pair of jeans and see if they fit. No? Oh, okay, maybe not. We believe that this reduction of 100 locations in the short term will result in a more appropriate store portfolio for Macy's in the longer term and help us to accelerate our progress in building a vibrant omni-channel brand experience. With this strategy, we will be able to reinvest in a more energized shopping experience in our remaining stores and elevate our total customer experience across all methods of shopping. Whoa. I just felt like I read a pharmaceutical commercial. I read you the horse shit that it causes, illnesses it causes, in a way that sounds good. So that, at least my backache will stop. May cause degradation of your skeletal structure, cause violent vomiting. Side effects also include symptoms of suicide attempted suicide thoughts, But it gives our total customer experience across all methods of shopping elevates that experience. And then 2 years later, did you or anyone you know take Macy's pills? If you did, call now. Our lawyers are standing by. Class action lawsuit. That's a joke, obviously. Together, annual sales volume of the approximately 100 closed locations, net of sales expected to be retained in nearby stores and online, is expected to be roughly $1 billion. Again, expected. The reduction of EBITDA is expected to be offset by expense savings beyond those associated with store closings. Now, the last time I heard a store come out, retail, what have you, oh, we're going to be closing some stores, I'm pretty certain, matter of fact, every time, the stock didn't rally. I'm going to pause this video right now and dig up a little bit of dirt on that one, just to see. Stand by. I can't really seem to find a chart on this one, I guess because it's finished. But, as you can see, hang on. As you can see, Radio Shack worth 31 cents. Last time I think I looked, it was in the 40s or somewhere around there. Radio Shack also came out. We're closing stores. We're closing more stores. We're closing more stores. And I'm pretty certain, as this lovely chart shows you, 31 cent price. Radio Shack stock did not rally on those announcements. They are absolutely finished. But Radio Shack isn't Macy's. Macy's is going to rally on the same news of events. We're closing stores. And this is a good thing because we're restructuring. We're doing an online type of deal. Rent's a little high in these places. Well, hold on. These stores have been around for how long? They've been around certainly before the 2008 crash. And they've been around for the last 8 years. We're in 2016. This is recovery period. Why in 8 years later, we should be at the tip of the recovery? Not the other way around. The other way around would be 2008-9 again. So how, in God's name, that's funny. Elephant girl. My kids drew something for my wife. So how does this even happen? I mean, how do you have a company say, I'm shutting the doors? Again, this is prime time. This should be full recovery mode for retail. It's been 8 years since recovery. They were hit the hardest. How is it even possible? Markets rally on Macy's closing store. I'm sorry, did I just hear somebody say, oh, stop, Jason, before markets aren't rigged? I swear I could hear. I know someone's out there saying that. There's some bozo out there saying that. Their markets aren't rigged. This is a free market. Oh, I'm sorry. You heard Obama say anyone talking like I am right now must be peddling fiction? Oh, I didn't catch that memo, I guess. Sorry about that. Anyways, can't wait for Macy's to close another 100 stores, and they'll give you another line. That works so well. We closed those other 100 stores. It worked so well, we're going to close another 100. Worked great. Markets rally. Well, not markets, but Macy's rallies. Macy's shares rally. What is this nonsense? Unbelievable. Only in America. Or the Western world. Same thing. Take care.